Hey, amazing parents. So, how many of us have kids that tell lies? I mean, telling lies is one of the most frustrating things that I hear parents share with me about their teenagers. And yes, it is very, very frustrating. One of the things that about lying, and when I talk to teenagers, because I do talk to teenagers, a lot of times they say that because they lie because they're trying to avoid a consequence or they're trying to avoid a reaction from their parents. And that's valid. So, for example, a teenager would tell a lie because she or he knows that if he says the truth about what he has just done or what he forgot to do, his parents is going to shout at him, yell at him. And he doesn't want the yelling, so he lies to get away with it. A lot of times, teenagers don't think about the consequences of the lying. They're having to deal with, let them escape the consequences of the first incident first. Let them deal with that. And then they can deal with the consequences of the lying parts. So they look at lying as a secondary thing. It's more of an escape mechanism for them. They don't see it as something that makes them not have integrity. So how do we encourage our teenagers to have more integrity? And here's an example that I would share. I would share with them, and you have to break this down into parts, because a lot of times when we talk to our teenagers, we not always, let me correct that. We attempted to share everything, all the corrections we want to make, we're tempted to share it all together. But that's not the way to talk with teenagers. To talk with teenagers, break it up. So I'm going to talk about integrity. And what I would say to my teenagers, I would ask a question and say, so how's your friend? What quality do you love about your friends? And they will share the qualities they love. Oh, I love my friend because she's honest, she's that, he's that. They will talk about that. And then from there, I would say, how do you feel if your friend lies to you? How would you feel? Most out of, there's definitely going to say, oh, they don't feel good. They don't trust, and all that kind of stuff will happen. And then we pack it there, just pack it there. Say, yeah, me too. Me too. I wouldn't like it when my friends tell lies to me. I just wouldn't like it. Pack it there. You don't have to continue. Let's pack it there and we can continue next time. When I say next time, not too long, but next time. And then when you then come back, you say, you know what we were talking about last time about integrity and our friends if they lie to us. That's the way it is when you lie to me. I feel, like the trust is like, why is he lying to me? So I think it's important that both of us think about integrity as a serious value that we need to uphold in our homes. I wouldn't want you to lie to me, and you wouldn't want me to lie to you. So let's hold on to that, okay? Let's try it out. Let's have an integrity challenge, guys, where we're always going to speak the truth, no matter what the consequences are. And if it's the consequences that you're afraid of, let's talk about it. Let's talk about those consequences. Why are you afraid of those consequences? For me, do I need to change those consequences up a bit? So you can see how I've kind of dialogued between mom, dad, and your teenager. That's that's how you bring the value of integrity to them. It's not about preaching integrity at them. It's using those scenarios that they can relate to. And then it can stick in their minds. You see, in this dialogue we just had, I didn't criticize the teenager. I didn't tell the teenager off. All I did was trying to bring from he or her own perspectives of how they don't feel right if their friend lies to them. Bring it out on the table there. And admit to things that you need to change. If your teenager is afraid that you're going to yell at him or yell at her, then you need to work on you. We need to work on ourselves then. What do I need to change to help avoid, to help eradicate this lie, this telling of lies habits? Because we all have a part somewhere to play. And even if it's not something we need to change, maybe something we need to explain. Maybe something that we need to talk about. So there are all these things that come into play when it comes to our teenagers and our children telling lies. It's important to have a dialogue about it, and a dialogue that is very non-judgmental so that they can open up and share with you why they're telling the lies. Many children don't share with their parents why they're lying. It's when we, as coaches, ask them these questions. That's when we get the answers. But many of them don't admit to it because of the fear of being judged, the fear of being criticized. So we have a part to play in keeping the atmosphere calm, keeping the atmosphere safe, so that we can understand our children more and then be able to help them and lead them in the right way. I hope this helps. I trust it helps. All right, you take care.